Let's just sit down here, just pop it on the table and put some I think that's right. Thanks for that. So have a seat. Yeah. We'll just do some breathing. Here. So just have your feet shoulder width apart. Rest your hands on your lap. I'm keeping my cardigan on because it's a bit chilly, isn't it? And just gently breathe in and gently breathe out. And we're following the breath in. We're following the breath out. Oh dear, it's like musical chairs. Sorry, you're going to have to get a chair. Sorry. That was naughty, wasn't it? So follow the breath in, follow the breath out, and we're just breathing for a bit. So just have the head floating, have the hips sinking, soften the muscles. Gently breathing out. Just notice the breath. Follow the breath. Follow the breathing. So, because you help set up, you don't have to help pack up. I think that's over there. So relax the shoulder. So you're just feeling the spine lengthen. Relaxing around the face. Just following the breath in, following the breath out. So notice when you're breathing in. Notice when you're breathing out. Feel the ground under your feet. Feel the chair under your sitting bones. Just check your posture. Following the breath. So all you're focusing on is just focusing on the breath as it comes in, the breath as it comes out. And just when you're ready, just open your eyes, have a bit of a move around. We'll any questions about that? It's just a sort of breathing one. So it's a cold work anyway. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so it can, well, I mean, that's the thing, it gets you in touch with your body. So you want to be in touch with your pillow, that's what you want. Yeah. It does. I mean, the thing is, it will tell you what you need doing. I mean, like this morning I was at meditation and it's 7 till 7:30. and I started the meditation, I was focusing on the breath and all that. And then the next minute I knew, I heard the bell ringing, and half an hour had gone by, and it woke me up. So it's kind of normal. It just gets you in touch with what's going on, and
Well, it relaxes you to lose.
well, you're relaxing and you're focusing, and sometimes, you know, if you are finding that you're falling asleep, maybe get more sleep, like in your daily life, or maybe go to bed a bit earlier, or get up a bit later, or something, and then you'll oh, it was really good. I mean, when the meditating I did manage to do, I was like, oh, I feel really good, that's nice. And then ting, I'm like, oh, it's 7:30. How did that happen? And it's just normal. So, you know, you can fall asleep, you can sometimes feel furious, you can feel really angry. I mean, look, we're not doing it long enough for that to happen, because we just do little 5 minutes. And this morning we did a 10-minute one. Jack Cornfield it was very funny, because he talks about when you lose your concentration, it's like looking after a puppy. You just pick it up gently and put it back where it's supposed to be. But on that very morning, there was an escaped little tiny sausage dog, little brown sausage dog, who ended up doing Tai Chi with us. And then one of the builders said, "Is this your dog?" And we were like, and it was going around, it was cuddling everybody.
I was going to say, yeah.
It was lovely, wasn't it? Really nice. And we said, no, it's not. And I thought, oh, I want to do sausage dog Tai Chi, actually. It's great. And then the builder picked him up. He picked the dog up and then took it to, they basically knocked on all the people's houses in Ridge. Yeah. So what happened was they found the neighbour of the person whose dog it belonged to, who wasn't there. So they dog sat.
Oh, but it was lovely.
Oh, it was a really, really lovely face, wasn't it? Yeah. A beautiful face, this dog, and his lovely eyes. And this, just wasn't it lovely, wasn't it?
Did they give him a biscuit then?
No, they ate all the biscuits. We rewarded their kindness by giving them tea and biscuits, because it's all about, you know, being kind. It's about, so you're kind to yourself, and then it means you can be kind to other people. So
I wanted to bring one home, but they.
we all wanted to bring it home. But it was very funny, because when we did the meditation that morning, this guy goes, and imagine the little puppy, and we were like, we tried to start the meditation, and the builders came in to get themselves a cup of tea, and then they came in again with the dog running in, following the dog that had just decided, I like this hall, I think I'm going to come in here. And it was so it actually took us 3 goes before we did any meditating. And then it was great. Yeah, the builders were nice, weren't they? The dog was nice. So anyway, let's we'll just come up and then just move the chairs so they're not in the way. And we'll carry on. So we just so we've been looking at we were looking at Step Back and Repulse the Monkey for a bit.
Yeah.
But actually I wouldn't mind having a go, because there's another one that's really good for balance and really good for brain cognition. I've got some change.
Yeah. I take you owe me one.
I've got one here, I've got one
Right.
in the pocket.
There we are. I'll take that and that. You owe me one.
There you are.
I'm done.
Marvellous. Oh, then that makes me look more rich when I get
It does,
it. Or I can do an online, not online, what's it called, the card machine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you'll have to bring an extra 20p, because they charge me. They actually charge if I use the machine. I do all the work, and then they go.
That's 20p.
It's a bit naughty, really.
Do they? Well, they would, because it's like a percentage, I suppose.
They take a percentage, so it's like 1 point something %, but it's still, it adds up if you know. So if you can at all try and do it by cash, then cash is good.
Yeah.
We like cash, but cash is the best. But if you haven't got the cash, I now know how to work the machine, because Beryl helped me work it.
And the blind leading the blind.
Absolutely. So I was like, what do we do now? I've got this. Right, now what's it? Oh no, it says horizontal. Oh no, that's vertical. Do it the other way around. So it was brilliant.
You should do a little card, so we all
Yes.
pay like
You
5
get
at once or something.
straight away in your bank account.
It comes out of mine.
It swims around in the air, and then I get paid. It's all happening, isn't it? Oh,
So
so
in
it's
actual
trending.
fact, they have your clients' money for some time.
They
before
have my
actually pass it
clients'
on to
money
you.
for some
But it comes
time.
right out of mine.
Yeah, so they get interest on yours by having it in
Well.
their account.
That's terrible.
And it's still
I'm
money.
gonna put,
Because I didn't.
let's put some nice music on.
I think it's.
I'm freezing.
You're
You need to
freezing.
warm me up.
Okay, we'll do some.
It didn't realise.
No, you love it.
So did you want cash or no?
No,
I want to get my car.
Oh, you want a
I
card.
didn't want to go. I
Hmm.
didn't know anything about it.
Some people won't take card if it's under £5 because it's just not worth it.
No, it's all been taken away. I think it's more. Oh, it's kind of slow. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. There we go.
so let's just keep.
No, it's still there.
So we're still doing this. And then rub that together. Nice and warm, and then we'll just very gently tap around the face. So I got shown some new tapping exercises by Eli last week. He's back from he's moved in. He's still doing DIY in his house in Wales because he was in Malta, but he said it was far too sunny and hot, and he didn't like it at all. He liked where it's raining, so he moved to Wales and is absolutely thrilled. It's wet and cold and miserable. He loves it. So just like you are. Oh, it's wonderful here. It's so wet and cold. Oh, I love it. That's very funny. I'm glad somebody likes it. So we'll do this. So what he does, he comes up like this, and then lifts up the heels, and then goes down the front of the legs and back like a bit, and then you come up, and then down. He's quite, it's macho things. Up and one more time. Right, and then come up to the sides like this. And then do the penguin impression. I just love penguins. I think they're brilliant. And then I'm very tempted. One of my niece, but she had her party on Sunday, and this bloke turned up with all these different animals. There was a chinchilla, there was a skunk, there was a big snake, there was a dog, and there was lizards and. So, were there any alligators? And she said no. Oh, that's rubbish. I don't ask me money back. And
Live ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's what the thing is.
all in
different
No,
now.
no,
Yeah,
it's
it's different now.
when
Yeah.
they're feeling threatened. They'll only do that if they're being. It's an anti-threat response, and if you're being nice.
Yes,
To the
but
skunk.
bring the skunk into a room full of kids.
Yeah.
Let's
They
take
were
the chance,
very,
yeah.
they were very, no, it was all the sensible ones, and my niece, her friends are all very quiet and thoughtful. Well, when they're not screaming, but, breathe in, and then we go behind, so I quite like these ones, because you lift your heels and then. I've never seen that one before, that's why there's once more with feeling. Marvellous. Okay, so that's me like.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good, and you get this, so if you're feeling a bit grumpy about something, you can just go. And it's quite that show.
So how old is he like?
He's quite young, he's about maybe 40 if that, but his father, just rubbed the hands together, and his father was a full-time Tai Chi instructor, and he took over his father's school when his father died, and he'd been learning Tai Chi probably since he was a baby or something, because he trained with his dad every single day for like 25 or whatever years, many years, and then Eli took over the school from his dad, and they're from Australia, and it's a much kind of rougher version of Tai Chi, but he's got some really nice soft Qigong, so I'm more interested in the Qigong and the sort of body maintenance. He does a lot of things like hip stretching and backs and spine. I've learned a lot of the spine mobility from Eli. And these really nice, very, very, very soft Qigong. But then he can go very soft. He also does all this roughy-tufty stuff, I call it. And he does a lot of applications, and people will throw punches at him and he'll go, right, do this, and throw them around. And I'm not really, I mean, you know, I'm not really in an environment where I need to be able to defend myself at all. So, but it's for theory and for knowing the energy of the moon, it can be quite useful. But he's teaching a course about pressure points to whack people with next year and in Suffolk. So I might just I'll tell him, look, I don't really not interested in violence, but it might be useful from a sort of healing perspective, because the points are useful for dealing with ailments, so I'm more interested in it from that perspective. But he's teaching yeah, but I'm sure, you know, eventually people kind of grow out of, you know, so. And then we've got Tarzan. So the one for the immunity. So we're coming up to the season where there's flus and colds and COVIDs and respiratory and all sorts of stuff. So under the and people have had, if you've had a jab recently, be very careful about, don't, you know, you just be careful. So underneath here is your thymus gland, underneath this bone here, and that's to do with immunity. So by doing the Tarzan bit, you can.
I'm so used.
He doesn't get cold, does he, Tarzan?
No.
I just think
We just live in the jungle, though, doesn't it?
Doesn't seem to need any sun cream, which
No.
we'd all have to have sun cream.
Yeah, we'd all be burnt.
We'd all be burned. I'm like, that's not really a joke.
I've not seen an old Tarzan. I mean, you last died of skin cancer.
Well, yeah. I think so, because he's not the right complexion for all that sunshine.
Wasn't he a famous swimmer as well the first time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we'll do this one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The 1930s or 20s or something.
Yeah.
Look, always look really pale, even on black and white, really. So I was like, no, that's just not, when you think about it, that's just not sensible. Put some sun cream on. Anyway, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is forever. So this is the we want to warm up step. Oh, you're thinking about it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right.
It's harder than think.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Very good. And then eventually you can go. Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
We believe you.
Just rub the hands together again. Let's do some very therapeutic rubbing the skin, very nice.
I wake up in the morning and go to the mirror and say,
You'll
I'm really calm.
Look, all my wrinkles have gone. Yeah, that's very great. Well, Master Chung, who I learnt this off, says this helps you to look younger. I mean, this might be
Should have started.
underneath, and Eva does this one. 1, 2, 3, and we're just all lovely and oh, look at that. I feel the years falling off, and then just very gently, and then rub the oh. And rub the oh. So if you're feeling cold, just do what we've just done and you will soon warm up. It's good for the circulation, for the bone density, by doing the tapping bone density, which is an important thing for anybody over the age of 35. So even young Eli, but he's doing a lot of very good back. Rub down the leg, front, back. Front, back, front, back. Right, and bounce. We'll just do the bounce. So I'll put my glasses backwards. So yeah, Eli does a lot of ones that are like squatting. He does a lot of squatting. He does a lot of leg murdering exercises, and we did the one where you do part the clouds, but he does it with a squat. He goes up onto tiptoes. And we did it, and I thought, oh, good, we've got to 10. And then we got to 10, I thought, oh, good, we can stop that. Oh, he's carrying on. So it just went on interminably, but it is definitely going down and coming up again. It's very good. It's very good. I just do this. And you can have a bit of a wiggle and a move around so you can kind of like you're a cat, and like just stretch. So what you can do is you angle your body. This is another one for me, like it's like a dance. You can angle your body slightly forward, and then you shift your shoulder up, and this hip comes down. So it's like up and down, and then up and down. And I'll just show from the side. You have to angle. It's an angle, and you're just. So I've seen Missy does this. Missy the cat sitting from Thursday. How awful. Me and let's hang out with the cat. £2.5 million house. If anyone wants to come and have tea, see where the other half live. You're very welcome to come out. It's like don't touch that. It's a bit.
As the cat walks over the dice, yeah.
Oh, the cat just. Oh. I just have to, when she has the place on her own, she then goes, oh, good, I can fill this place with mice. And then I go and I get out of bed and it's all lovely. And then I go down, I have to put my glasses on and my slippers on. And then I'll go down and the kitchen and the lounge and everywhere. And there'll be these, and I'm like, Missy. She has a bit of a rampage. This whole place.
Did she get out then?
Yeah, she goes out and in and likes bringing presents. Welcome, just a nice big welcome for me. Mouse carnage.
It's almost
So.
like dead.
Well, some of them are not dead.
It's like,
The ones
I
that
hate
aren't
that.
dead, what I do is I do Reiki on them, and then they stay with me overnight. And then if they're still alive in the morning, I'll then go and put them outside when it's safe and she's asleep. It's very strange, but in the Tai Chi classics, it says move like a cat, but don't go hunting mice, any of you. Right, just it's getting they seem to like move it, and there's this real stealthy, like you're on the prowl kind of thing, which is just great. Getting that really connected way of moving is what they mean, and also the agility and she can spring up, so she's like walking along, and then there's something interesting on the shelf that she's not supposed to look at or something, and then she jumps up and then leaps, and you know. So I've been doing jumping with Master Zedong. I'm doing a lot of his videos, and he's got this one where he's like this, but you can tap your heels on the floor while you're doing that, and that's the start. But if you want, you can go to a full leap up in the air like a gazelle, but maybe not this evening. But you can. I can do this one where I just jump and you just jump. And then you just don't fall over.
Yeah.
But start. That's it. There you go. Didn't know you had it in you, did you? So start sensibly like this. Just the heels up and down. Get your heels up and down and feel your balance, and to hedge your bets. If you want to jump safely, have a balance aid. And then it's, yeah. But you can do that. But when it's a very relaxed jump, no tension. So you want to be very relaxed when you jump, and also have a serene expression on your face. It's like what he does, and then it's rather than, and his arms are very long when he jumps. He just sort of leaves them hanging there, and just. So yeah, you'll be able to pogo on stage soon. Great. Okay, enough of that. I'll just take this change out of my pocket. Yeah, it's so really.
Oh no.
Yeah. So if your calves are, there's a good calf stretch, which is what we did with Eli. You use a wall, the feet are parallel, and you just push the wall, and the calf. You stretch the calf. So there's two muscles in the calf, the gastrocnemius and the soleus, and they both like being stretched. So one of them does the gastroc and the other one does the soleus. I can't remember which, and you lift your heel off the floor to stretch the other one. So you stretch both muscles so flat, and if you push the wall, that makes it a stronger stretch. So find a wall, we'll stretch the calves out, so like that. So yeah, Eli's really into the. That's it. That's it. Can you feel that stretch on your calf?
Yeah.
Not to the door. I'll move along a bit.
Don't fall out.
This. That's it. That's it. You have both toes forward, and you put your and then you lean forward, push against it, and then raise the heel off the floor, and that will stretch your other muscle in the calf, and then you do that way and that way, both sides. So point the toes forward. That's it. That's it. There you go. Marvelous. Great. Okay. That's a good one for the calf. So if you what was the other thing? Yeah, we won't do what Eli was getting us to do, because I went and did his classes. He teaches it. If anyone's interested in training with Eli, get in touch with me and I'll get you his email. And I'll say, and he teaches at 6 in the morning every Wednesday and 6 in the evening every Wednesday. And I have met, but you get the video afterwards. So what I did is I set my alarm off for 20 to 6 on Wednesday, because I was going to turn up to it. And then at 6:45, I woke up and thought, oh, I missed it. So I did his class 2 days later in the afternoon, in the morning, and I did his evening one this afternoon. And it's very good, and you watch it for a whole week, and you can do it a few times for the whole week. It's better if you actually see him in person, but he's very enthusiastic, especially at 6 a.m. because he's trying to wake himself up. So he does these horrendous exercises, and then when you stop, you feel great, because you think, oh, thank goodness for that. And he does a different Tai Chi form. So just join in. I'm not really interested in that, but I'm really interested in he's very good at the punching and very good at the conditioning. His conditioning exercises are really excellent. But It's quite, even his evening class is pretty full on. He goes, oh, we're just going to take it easy this evening. And I thought, oh, good. And then we did that squatting thing far too many times. And then he had us down doing hip flexor exercises, hip mobility that were all done, a lot of body weight. And when we stopped the exercise, my heart rate had gone up quite a lot. And that was his taking it easy club. And then we spent the rest of the class standing. We did 2 standing postures, and that was his evening class. And I'm like, my goodness, it's pretty full on. Yeah, but he's good. And you know, if you've been training for 10, 15 hours a day with your dad for 30 odd years, you should be pretty good. So okay. Let's just make sure all our joints are okay. So we'll just do this on 1, 2, and then we'll do some bit of qigong, and then we're going to look at wave hands like clouds. So we're leaving out the pulse monkey for a bit, but we will come back to it. Do remember, first 2 weeks of November there are no classes because I've got training. So, and then we go in the same shoulder, other direction. So I've got a music training for the community music that I do, and the training happened to be on the Monday and Tuesday, first week of November. And then second week of November, I'm training from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, 4 days with Master Chen, and then 1 day with Erica Scuba in Reading. I'm actually staying at her house for 2 nights. I'm absolutely honoured. Because I've been learning with her for 20 years, and this is the first time why don't you come and stay at mine? Okay, right. So I'll probably be quite exhausted by those of you that are coming on the Wednesday at Reach or Burn. I'll be like,
Oh, is it on this Wednesday? I might better make this Wednesday.
yeah, Reach is on and Burwell's both on.
Oh, remind me what
But the thing is, if I don't, it's 12:30 till 1:30 at Reach. Great fun. But I mean, for my membership, professional membership, they don't insist, but they recommend you do at least 100 hours a year of extra training. So the 5 days will really help count towards that. And the couple of hours I spend with Eli every week, and then I've got a couple of hours with Mike. So I do a lot. I do more than 100 a year, but you need to. That's it. So go like this, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So I'll show you the sort of graded version of Eli's exercise just because it creates a lot of room. So the full version, he goes down into a full squat and he comes up on his tiptoes. And then the arms go behind and the head looks up a bit when he does the full version. And then he goes all the way down to a full squat. You don't need to do that. You can just go like this, look up, and then come down like that. And that will still work because it works the heart. But I'm going to do the full version because I need to get into practice, because I want to be able to survive the 5 days of training. So I'm having to up it a bit. I'm having to do it morning and evening, doing some practice now, just so when I'm doing 10 o'clock till 5, and when I'm with Eva, we'll be doing a lot more than 10 o'clock till 5. It will be whatever she wants to. I think we're stopping for a meal out, which is good. I'm like, so only go down as far and up as far as it's safe. So no pushing yourselves. Just take it easy, because so for example, if you do the smaller version, which works better, so you're like this. So it's a bit like the Monkey King. Remember the Monkey King? So it's like that. And then you come up and you move slowly. You move slowly. Do it slowly first. So this is sort of the Tai Chi strength class. So we will be pushing it a little bit, but you want to be realistic. And that's just as good as doing the challenging one. So the other thing that Eli made us do, just relax, even though this was supposed to be the taking it easy one, is once you've got it slow, you can also do it fast. So let me just show you what he did, but don't do this because you're not ready yet. So just so you can see what we're aiming to. So he was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've been working on it. I've been practicing.
Yeah.
So I only did that when I knew I could go. Up. Slowly. If anything, slowly is harder. Because you're having to, and because you want to make it smooth, slow, soft, and smooth. And it's also, if you've got postural hypertension, get your blood going and do it smaller and check that you're not losing all your, because he's 40 or late 30s or something. He's a youngster, so he hasn't got to worry about arthritis. He hasn't got to worry about postural hypertension. He hasn't got loads of medications that he's on that all interact with each other and mess up your, you know. He's got that to look forward to, so we've got to be realistic. And he's saying everything is adaptable, so you could do it like this. And that will still work it. You can do it like this. You can do it like this. And you've got posture, straight spine. And then you can do it super speed. But do it, get it right. Get it. It's a bit like with the windmills, Master Zedong's windmills. Have we done windmills?
Yeah, we
Tried. Okay, I'll just show you Master Zedong's windmills because it's a really good, very normally then.
On a Wednesday.
Oh, how confusing. I thought, you know, yeah. Usually I associate different
Places.
buildings
Yeah.
with certain people.
Yeah.
And that does happen. I don't mind a bit of cross-pollination is fine. I think that's fantastic. So look, I'll just show you Master Zedong's, and he lifts the toes vertical, horizontal. You just have to be able to tell the difference between horizontal and vertical. And this took me well over a year to get slow. And then once you got it, look, you can speed up, you see. Very easy. Because you did it slow first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that one, again, that one's really good for the upper back. Let's do a little bit more on the spine health. So we did this one with him. So you curve, open. Now he looks up a bit and sticks his behind out. And then I call this one turtle comes in and out of its shell. It's just like, I've seen well, it was a tortoise. I've seen Percy do this when there's a blueberry, they'll put a blueberry, Percy the tortoise. He used to come to Tai Chi push hands event, Percy. He lived with a couple of osteopaths who got given him because he was like a rescued baby tortoise. You shouldn't really have them, but they were fixing the back. One of them was fixing the back of a vet who said, I've had these daughters handed into me. I haven't got time to look after it, because he had like a load of animals in his house and he just couldn't take on a tortoise as well. So he gave it to his osteopath friend. And he likes honeysuckle. He loves honeysuckle. And if he eats something that he likes, he'll kind of his head will come out and just relax, and then he'll eat it, and he'll see his mouth eating it, and then this glow of satisfaction seems to envelop this head. It's amazing, this little tortoise, and it was just very nice to have at Tai Chi events, because the tortoises are actually one of the Taoist animals for like wisdom and things as well, you know. Yeah, because they move very slowly. He's got natural Tai Chi. They're lovely, especially when he eats the honeysuckle and then you see it kind of gradually disappearing. And this absolute ecstatic almost expression of
Let us in the
what's a
chocolate.
nice, what a
Yeah.
lovely meal I'm having. What else have we got? And very slowly. Oh, it's great. So yeah, just
Oh,
I got that. So
The last drink, Kung Fu Panda is a tortoise.
sorry.
The last drink, Kung Fu Panda is a tortoise.
Oh yeah, in Kung Fu Panda he is. He's a tortoise. Yeah, yeah.
that makes sense.
I love those films. I think they're fantastic. Kung Fu Panda, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, we'll do a little bit of qigong, and then we'll have a look at wave hands like clouds. So just come up like this. So just breathe in. Do that. Nice, nice. So up. Show you that from the diagonal view and down. So this becomes a video that you can watch on YouTube. How are we doing for time? How are we doing?
Quarter an hour.
2:45.
Quarter of an hour.
Oh my goodness. Dreadful. Oh well. We're all nicely warmed up. That's the important thing. So when you raise your arms up, you want to keep the shoulders down. And then open the hands, fingers extending, and it's really tough. Nice. So, yeah, if you're practicing jumping at home, go somewhere soft, make sure you've checked for anything not to bang against if you fall over, and have something you can use as a balance aid. And maybe have someone, let somebody know I'm practicing jumping. You might need to phone me an ambulance, you know, just be sensible about it.
Just stand near the red cord.
Yeah, stand near the red cord. Yeah, he doesn't have red cords either, does he? He doesn't need to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
It's got that. But
They used to have those things you put over the door for babies.
oh,
I just wonder if they should have an adult version.
Yeah, yeah.
To
I
sort of
think so.
do
I
your
think
hips and
so.
stuff. Or swimming, swimming's nice.
Moving from stillness. So that's what we were doing this morning and this afternoon. This afternoon, when we were paying attention to the breath. And this is what we do. So you're just paying attention to what you're sensing. So these movements that we're doing, I learned from Ever some of the Qigong intention work.
When did you start? 20?
Oh gosh, 1995 I started, but I did it for a couple of years. Then I couldn't find a teacher for a long time, so I had 3 years where I just did other martial arts, and then I restarted in 2002. So I did 95 to 97, and then 2002 until I'm still learning now. So, but I've been teaching for 20 years now, so bit scary, isn't it? Yeah. So I remember when Andrew Heckett, I was hanging out with him. So he's one of the growing number of Tai Chi instructors with Parkinson's and still going strong. And he was saying how he's been trying to relax his shoulders since 1971. So you just end up, I mean, you do improve, but you know, there's always someone better than you. That's fine. There we go. That's it. So we're just feeling, just notice what's going. But slightly forward to show you from the diagonal view, and then you go into your balance point. Let's see. Come on, yeah, the sun's going. Now, are they taking the cars? Is it quite pretty? Oh, that's beautiful sky. If anyone wants to stop to look at the sky break, go for it.
Wow.
It's really amazing colours. That makes a nice painting. That's it's like painting.
Wow.
Really like red sky at night. Shepherd's delight. Yeah, that's good. It is beautiful. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, I won't look at the sky because I'm teaching, but you go ahead. Breathe in. Do that. That's it. So now we've lulled ourselves into a full sense of security. Let's just very gently, we'll just do this one, which is, that's it. So just join in, don't worry about, just try and match what I'm doing. But don't worry if what you're doing doesn't quite match. It's fine. It's through repetition, lots and lots of repetition, eventually it looks like what it's supposed to. You just have to cope with the. This kind of reminds me about like when I learned violin as a child. For the first couple of years, it was just terrible for everybody. And then I started making a nice sound. It's a bit like that, but more like learning fiddle by ear. So that's it. That's it. We're using the whole body, so you're connecting with the body, like when we were doing our shaking and bouncing, it connects the body. That was so good. We're going to do the other arm. So do the opposite arm. And we just, So Eli does a lot of standing. He does a lot of standing as well as he does like punching and kicking the punch bag and getting and practicing sparring with people. They actually, the ones that are, they all do like fighting each other and stuff, and I'm not really interested in that. It's more about being able to get in and out of a bath or a car, or up and down, out of a chair, and up and down stairs, you know. But it's also useful, you know, so I do recommend if there are any self-defense courses going, just go to them because there's useful stuff in the self-defense courses. Okay, let's do the bear. So we'll just start like this. Just hold the ball. Stand for a moment to get this nice round shape. And then we'll just transfer it. The weight. So you want the shoulders down. So actually you could do it more like Master Chen. He has his arms quite low down when he does it. And when we did the standing with Eli, he started off quite high and then he did the lower one. And yeah, we stood for about a quarter of an hour. So do let me know if you want to join in with Eli. He's very, very nice, very enthusiastic, but he'll teach everybody. And you have your video off, so you don't have to look at all your mistakes you're making. So you can lull yourself into a full sense of security, and then we turn the way so that you're doing it right. But he's just really good. It's nice, and you just follow along. And he usually does like questions and answers at the end. Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. It's exciting. People put their mobile phone on in class. It'll stop in a minute. We'll be able to go back to the nice music. It was probably someone who I said, I'm teaching till 6.
Yeah.
They've been waiting there.
Okay, so now. Oh. Now, don't worry if you're new to this and everyone else seems to be able to do it except you. That's normal. Eventually you do get it. You just keep doing it. So this is called wave hands like that. Nice. So you turn, and what you want to work on, especially those of you that have been doing this for a while, is getting the connection and the coordination. How we doing? Ah,
The clock's fall soon, don't they? Is it 1 week or 2 weeks?
fall
Fall back.
forward and spring back.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Spring forward, fall back.
Spring back, spring
Spring
forward,
forward, fall back.
fall back.
Yeah.
Fall back,
That's this Saturday, isn't it?
spring
Is it
forward.
this Saturday?
So
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's Saturday,
What is this Saturday?
fall
Mm.
back, spring forward.
Mm.
Well, by the time you hit Sunday, the clocks have changed. Now, hang on, so if it's 5 o'clock now, what time will it be?
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Oh,
So it feels darker.
Very
That's what I was saying.
So it feels darker. Oh, no.
And lighter in the morning for a little while.
Yeah. And it sorts itself out again.
yeah,
It's the race to Christmas.
I just wish they'd not
Leave it
changed them at
alone.
all. I find it, I mean, my friend's cat finds it disruptive. I must be part cat because I hate it. So, so I go, what time is it?
Mm.
Is that really the time? You know, what planet am I on? So it's just too much.
The time will be right in my car again.
Oh, well done.
I just select it. Good idea.
So now,
This is-
we go back to this one, and then what we'll do is we'll step to the side, if everybody goes the same way. So we don't, what's the word? Flash. That's it, no flashing, no colliding. We'll do 4 steps to the side, and then we'll do 4 steps to the side, so we just screen, and just try it out, try and work out how you're going to do this yourselves. Yeah, we're doing 4 in one direction and then 4 in the other, like we're a little chorus line. Tai Chi line dancing, no, come back the other way, bless you. There we are.
One.
It's confusing. If you think about it, you can't do it at all. So think about it, just think. So, okay, so this is what we're going to do. So we'll go around this direction first,
Okay.
and we're gonna do wave hands like that. 3, 4, and then we're going 1, 2, 3, I think 4, and then in the middle, and then we're going this way. Follow them that way round when they go that way. Because we're all going in the same direction, so you're going that way, so follow those people. Yeah,
Do right arm first or left
yeah,
arm first.
whatever. Oh, this is great. Oh, it's like being at a wedding, isn't it? And then the other way, when they do the circle dancing with the handkerchiefs. Have you ever seen that when they do that? Marvellous, that's great, excellent. So I'll just show you, yeah, why don't we form a trio? Right, we'll go into this one. So just watch me, and do you want to join in with it? Get
Yeah,
into it.
go.
Let's go quartet. So we're going to single whip, and wave hands like that, single whip. So just so you can see it in context with where we are in the form. So like this, so it goes like that. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the time, just think, you know, silk suit, Chinese band, film crew. So you sink back, that's it. And then we go like this, 1. Face that way, go that way. So,
I'm going this way.
now we're going this way.
Oh.
Start again, do it properly. So we're facing that way, so we'll. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is where you're going to be facing. So the hand is that way, so we're going to face that way, which is that way.
Yeah.
Excellent. So turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And then we do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it goes into high pat on horse, grasp the tiger's ears, and yeah, with that. That's right. Right, come round in a circle. That's right. Just so you can see what this is for and what it turns into. So we will be going through all of that. So let's go back to this one. Oh. So we've got one more class next week, and then we've got a couple of weeks off. Now, the thing, our last one will be the 16th. We just go back to this one, nice and slow. It'll be the 16th of December.
That's so soon.
And then what we'll do is, what we might do afterwards is if I bring some mince pies and stuff, I suggest we have a bit of a Christmas gathering of, we can have some tea, we can have some coffee, we can have some, if we all bring something nice to munch, we'll
have a little.
we'll end up having to go on a diet, but that's all right. And then I'm actually having 3 weeks off over Christmas because I didn't get my holiday this year because I had to buy a car. I thought I'm going to have to take a holiday because I've been learning about being kind. So kindness starts being kind to yourself. So that's really impressive, everyone. It's nice, isn't it? Really nice. That's great. So that's wave hands like clouds. And I mean, I was imagining that you're not pushing the clouds or you're in the clouds or something, if that helps. But it's just a nice image. Okay, sun and moon. And then we'll go from sun and moon into embrace the tiger. So, yeah, I do highly recommend Eli. If you want a good workout, go see Eli. And also Barry's still teaching 3 times a week at 10 o'clock. Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. His classes are absolute murder. If you want a bit of a challenge. I can't make them, unfortunately. I'm teaching and all the times he's teaching. So that's that. What a shame. Well, no, it is. I got really fit. I was like, you know, and I'm going to have to go see him privately, which is more expensive, and also you can't sort of.
It's not a social.
Yeah, it's good. No, I will go see him. But I don't mind doing things that I'm not very good at, because as far as I'm concerned, it's like use it or lose it, really. So you just sort of really good. Right, let's do embrace the tiger, or in our case, embrace the sausage dog. Oh, it was so cute, his little eyebrows. Oh my god, it was lovely. I want to know who owns it. I said, look, why don't you have a free place in my Tai Chi class? Bring that lovely dog.
You would do Tai Chi with dog.
Yeah. I would do Tai Chi with dogs, yeah. Well, you can do yoga with goats.
Yeah,
I think, you know, I've seen that. I saw that. Goat yoga. Well, we did dog Tai Chi.
Oh, those miniature goats are lovely, aren't they?
Oh, they're so cute. But how can you do any yoga if there's a goat chewing you? I mean, trying to chew your shoes or climbing on you. I mean, that seems a bit silly to me. I've done dog Tai Chi before. Remember, that was another dog called Percy, wasn't it? Remember the dog? It was the Dachshund and Chihuahua mix or something. And it would just run around and demand people to hold it and cuddle it while we were doing it. So, one more time. Right, we're going to look super young today, aren't we? Fantastic. So rub the hands together. Oh, and you've done it this morning, so you should look about 20 years old now. That's great. And then polish the
I felt 20 years old, didn't I?
I'd say for 20 years younger.
Better mirror.
And then, one,
What's that?
three, 4, 5, 6, marvellous, and then we rub the hands together, fantastic. Making the lower back above. Oh, well, that's really not, that's the best bit, really, isn't it? Yeah, we did do some exercise in Tai Chi and tea, didn't we? I mean,
We
it's
did.
mostly making tea for the builders and something dogs.
I'm so excited, very excited.
Oh, yeah, Reach is a thrilling place, isn't it? You know, who knows what's going to happen in Reach? So breathe in. I don't think it was a Dachshund, it was a mixture of a Dachshund and something else. It was, I think it had a bit of terrier in some
Yeah.
sort. It was a terrier Dachshund cross of loveliness, wasn't it?
Just met
Really nice.
buddy to sort of.
It just cuddled everyone. It's
Yeah.
like, hello, who are you? What do you do? You know,
Oh, they didn't kill the man that took him out, but there we are, that's another story.
Oh, he should have got his number, I'm sure. Yeah, breathe in, breathe out. God, you're worse than my mum. One more time. Oh dear, you've met one, yeah.
Well, it's been very boring, we haven't had any firemen around the village recently. So.
Oh dear. Oh, no.
Bonfire night's
Lovely,
coming.
put up with the builders. Okay, make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top. We better stop
Yeah.
and bow. Works the brain and kindness. Very good. Thanks for watching, viewers at home. Take care. Bye. Bye.